My bad.
You got to take it away, brother.
All right.
Let's go, man.
Yo, fellas, appreciate y'all as always. Episode 24.
24.
Back in effect. Got the setup, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the guys behind the camera as well.
Yes.
But man, we got a lot to dive into today, man. Some big trade news in the NBA.
Yes.
NFL literally right around the corner.
Tomorrow.
But we're going to start out with a team that, you know, has been under a lot of scrutiny the last couple seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Bev recently acquired to the LA Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Deal went down last week in exchange for Taylor Horton-Tucker, Stanley Johnson, some more perimeter defense for the Lakers, which they desperately needed. So fellas, instant reactions. Who do y'all think won the trade, or do you think this helps the Lakers' cause at all?
Does it help the Lakers' cause? No.
Yeah.
Are we talking chips, right? Playoffs, chips, that's the end goal, as always, for any team? No. Doesn't help. Defensively? Yes. Offensively? No. I mean, check what's in the West. All right. We got that light-skinned man, Golden State. We got that young brother over there in Memphis. All right. John Morant.
All right.
Who else we got out there?
Luka.
We got Luka.
On his way.
The Suns.
We got the Suns and D-Book, right? Clippers, that I'm also high on with Kawhi and
Denver,
PG.
Jamal Murray coming back.
Denver, yep.
Who else?
Continue to list it.
This ain't Minnesota.
It ain't. Minnesota's.
And
Potentially Minnesota could be in there.
Well, they traded him for Rudy Gobert. So
Right.
he was a part of that deal.
Exactly.
So is the Lakers in it to win? No.
So y'all think this is just a throwaway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're prepping to get
I
rid
don't
of
think it's a
Westbrook.
throwaway.
Bro, the package in the mail, it's gone. She like how I smell cologne.
LeBron
Yeah.
But then-
in his 40s.
How do you counteract? You have two of the most, I would say, top 5, top 10 players right now, right? Like LeBron and AD.
One's like a
yeah.
fringe top 10.
Okay, so fringe top 10, legit top 5,
Yeah.
top 1.
Yeah.
I don't
Top
think
five.
it's a throwaway.
It is a throwaway.
Bro.
I don't
He's
think it's
going
a
to break the
throwaway.
record for the all-time leading scorer of all time.
And talking about LeBron.
And it is going to be basically a farewell, almost the prequel to the farewell tour.
I don't know. Because
I agree.
This is a prequel to
I
the
agree.
farewell tour.
I would like to say that, but I'm looking at that 2020 team and I see Pat Bev playing like Caruso.
No.
I see Westbrook turning into a Rondo, more facilitator. You know what I mean? Obviously, you don't have the pieces like Kuzma and KCP, but they did make some signings. I don't think it's a complete throw in the towel.
No,
You know what I'm saying? I think when you have Braun, you could go as far as Braun wants to take you. I think Bev has good defensive instincts. He brings a grittiness and a nastiness that they didn't have last year. You know, he's willing to take that charge, dive on a loose ball on the floor, whatever the case may be. They needed that energy that they desperately didn't have. So I wouldn't call it a spade just yet. I would like to see how they are maybe 10 to 15 games into the season before I could go ahead and declare this like a throwaway.
Like, I don't think he helps them, like, really make it to the playoffs and actually do anything. Like I said, he's with Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis, but I just don't think that's enough to get them over that hump, especially with everything that they dealt with last year. I just feel like they haven't improved that team in the right area. Who's the center again?
Hey, currently on the roster right now, I'll tell you who is now here. Right? We got Carmelo Anthony, DJ Augustine, bum ass Kent Bazemore, Patrick Beverly, Avery Bradley, Troy Brown Jr., Thomas Bryant, Anthony Davis, Wayne Ellington, Wayne Gabriel, Dwight Howard, Jay Huff, LeBron, Damian Jones, Mason Jones, Kendrick Nunn. You still got Austin Reeves. You got Juan Toscano Anderson, which I do like. Pretty good player. Lonnie Walker and Russell Westbrook. You think that roster is making a playoff run?
I mean, look at that
Hell
2020
no.
team. Outside of Braun and AD, who was the kind of big name there?
Well, you had
Kuzma, you had KCP,
you had a
Caruso.
front court though. I feel like you had a front court that was shutting everything down.
Kuzma,
AD,
shooter.
Yeah, you had AD,
Caruso, shooter.
exactly.
KCP, shooter.
And you had him and Dwight shutting down the paint. So anybody that got
I think Thomas Bryant and Damian Jones could supply the paint a little bit because you got to remember you got AD.
And you do got Toscano who can maybe knock down a
Toscano
shot
can
here and
fly
there.
around. He has championship DNA. You know, I didn't like him when he was on the Warriors. You know, I
Right,
admit
yeah,
that.
But now you like him.
But now I like him for the Lakers because LeBron could turn wine into water, water into wine.
Not at age 40. So I think you actually
Hey, you said that last year. What you did last year?
Nothing.
I mean, LeBron's still gonna get you numbers, bro.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
He's gonna give you a healthy 25 plus.
This is the prequel to the farewell.
No, what farewell, bro?
He's leaving. He's leaving
LA.
He's gonna be retiring soon.
Listen, until I
he's
see
gonna break
him,
the all-time record in all-time scoring,
and then he's gonna be.
But he only need to average a 17 for that.
That's not a problem.
So
that's a cakewalk.
We're gonna celebrate him for the rest of the season just on that achievement.
If AD stays healthy, you have LeBron. You have a guaranteed 50 to 60 points.
Okay.
I just need the rest of the roster to give me 40 or 50, play defense, and don't turn the ball over.
I think a couple of national televised games, Pat Bev is going to show you why you got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to see this team after 10 to 12 games. Then I can make an assessment.
Though. That's not all the time.
I
know they're going to get up for nationally televised game. He's going to be animated. He's going to give you the great show. But is that?
But you don't think Pat Bev plays hard every game? Like, legit.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. And you have Westbrook who...
But what I watched also last year is
plays
he
hard.
can also get ahead of himself. He was given the keys low-key in Minnesota. And I watched him kind of do some bonehead plays with him and D'Angelo
Bev
Russell.
was given the keys?
He was given the keys, I feel like, in my opinion. Who was given the keys to be a ball handler on that team, aside from D'Angelo Russell?
Oh, yeah. But
I mean,
and Ant-Man.
Yeah, but they had enough already. I'm saying he brought that veteran leadership that got them to the playing game. Right. So now he's playing with other vets.
Okay. He got them in there to the playing game.
Yeah.
Can you...
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to win the championship, but I wouldn't call this a complete, like, send-off. You know what I mean?
Rondo, it was a better fit than it is Pat Bev.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Rondo
at that age, though, Rondo was not playing the defense that Pat Bev is playing right now.
Yeah, but he impacted the game in other ways. You remember that championship run you had with him in the bubble?
That's what I'm saying.
Rondo could facilitate way better than Pat Bev.
So, in a perfect world, Westbrook could be the Rondo. Pat Bev could be the Caruso. LeBron just needs someone to bring the ball down, set him up. I'm going to stand in the block. AD get in the corner. The shooter right here.
That is supposed to be Russell Westbrook, but
you don't
look
have that.
Look where we are
but
now.
Now Bev could shadow that, take some of the handle, take some of the pressure off of him. Like I said, I'm not guaranteeing a championship. I'm just saying I don't think it's a complete wash away.
What is a wash? What do you think? They're going to make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
The pack is in the mail. It's gone.
Nope. So no playoffs.
Playing worst case.
Y'all are They won a championship 3 years ago.
It's on wax, and they played in the play-in last year.
So you got AD that's glass. We don't know how it's going to look. And then you got Westbrook who may or may not have improved his game.
And let's not even front. I love the man. He's one of the GOATs. But he's been getting hurt lately. He's been hurt.
Who?
LeBron. Has he not?
Bro, you just told me last episode he spends $1 million on his body.
LeBron's Hercules.
Now, as he gotten older, his body starts to deteriorate.
But this is the longest offseason LeBron has had.
The man has
since...
like 200 million miles on that body, okay? He's been playing since like, God knows how long, So he's been getting hurt. Little knick-knack injuries. I'm not saying major. Little knick-knacks, groins, sprained ankle.
Y'all got them not touching the playoffs.
Probably a play-in worst case scenario.
That's tough.
You know what team I got that's moving on? That may potentially get into the playoffs next year? The Cavs.
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk about that backcourt?
Talk about a better player.
Yes, please.
Of course.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, in case you've been under a rock again, traded to Cleveland, now joins Darius Garland, Jerry Allen, Evan Mobley.
Who's one of the top 50.
They still have Karis LeVert.
Right. They got rid of Colin Sexton, Laurie Marketing, some picks.
3 first-round picks.
They're going to be a top seed anyway, so them picks going to look stupid.
Right now, Utah is just an OKC round.
And you got that guy Mobley on the rise.
Get as many young
So
pieces.
that young core is looking real nice.
Built for the future, man. So
really nice.
I'm excited to see what Cleveland does with this team. Especially, usually they don't survive after LeBron leaves and guts the roster, and it's hard to rebuild that. But Cleveland's did a great job getting a cornerstone in Mobley and in Garland and in Jared Allen, and now you add potentially, what would you say, all-star? Would you call Donovan a superstar?
I would say he's on the fringe superstar.
Rising superstar.
Yeah.
Rising. He's like right there.
Slam dunk champ, 3-time All-Star. Been to playoffs every year. As a rookie, remember.
Put up 50.
MVP Paul George sent them packing. I got the stat right here. 28.5 points, 46% shooting as a rookie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't the best player in that draft. They had the Lonzo Balls, De'Aaron Fox, Dennis Smith, Tatum. And he slowly, to me, has emerged as that guy from that draft. I know Tatum made the finals, but in terms of leading a team by himself, I think he clearly established
like really no help. Like he's the scorer. Like he's coming on the court. He's gonna go get a bucket.
Yeah. Crazy is he came out of college as primarily like a defender. That wasn't his game to be that dunker and scorer that he is now. But I posed 2 questions for you guys. So we all know it was the hype. He's from here. His father is associated with the Mets. everybody believed he was coming to New York to so-called save the Knicks. But my first thing is, what do you guys see? Where does this Cav team go next year? Mm-hmm. And then my second question is basically, were the Knicks smart not to pull the trigger on Donovan Mitchell?
So as I said off here, I think the Cavs are making the playoffs this year. Okay. Like top 16. Top 16 coming into this season. And for New York, I'm happy that they did not make this move because they had to give up a lot to go get him.
Right.
They had to give up. Who was in that trade package? We had RJ.
They offered RJ, Toppin, and Quickly.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's pretty much.
That's maybe better than 2 or 3.
That's better than what they
so
gave,
that's the funny part about
gave
that.
Up. That's better.
And I don't know if y'all saw the reports, but Ainge didn't even let them a chance to get back. He just took the Utah deal instantly. So it's some bad blood between Danny Ainge and the Knicks, obviously, because
I mean there was big tampering going on, so I understand.
Yeah.
Big tampering.
But that would have been interesting. That backcourt between Brunson and what you call it? And Mitchell? No, Mitchell.
Oh, Mitchell.
That would have been interesting, but I do like Garland.
I just think that team wasn't going to win nothing, and that's a good sign.
No, they wasn't. They definitely wasn't.
So here's my thing, right? People were saying, all right, you have to get a superstar in New York to win a championship, but that's the problem with the Knicks. They try to go from 1A to 1D. You have to go through the trenches. Yeah. So why not take a swing at a player right now who's 26 in his prime? Clearly could be the number one option for a playoff team. Mm-hmm. And when the shot clock goes down, when it's late game, he could take over a basketball game. You know, I can't confidently look at RJ and Julius Randle and be like, all right, if I need a bucket down the stretch, they'll be consistent. No, they're going to do something like a bonehead play. But for Mitchell, he's a proven closer. He's shown it countless times. And honestly, I think the Knicks dropped the ball in this one.
You don't think you can put RJ in the gym and work on his game?
I can, bro.
I feel like he's a transcending talent.
Okay.
He's not descending.
And I hate to compare players, right? But do you think RJ is on the same level as a Ja and Zion?
No.
He's on his way.
He's transcending. That's my
Ja and Zion have had the same amount of time.
Well, I can't even put Zion in that conversation.
Really?
Not yet. I mean, no offense.
He's been hurt.
But from what you've seen, the sample size that you've seen.
I mean, that's a sample size.
I'll say Zion and RJ's in the same category right now. Until I see Zion come back this year and healthy, do what he's supposed to do, then yes.
I respect Ja way more.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, though, that's your draft mate. So, like, y'all keep saying, oh, we could lock RJ, we could do this. What if this is just his peak?
No. Because I hear that, but every year that he's been in the league, he's improved in every category.
Yes.
So, I mean, he's peaked. I mean, it's not bad to peak at 20 and 5 and 5.
But I'm saying, like, we're not going to get another MVP caliber season out of Randall. Those days.
But we established already.
We don't. Yeah.
This is not. Randall's a third string.
He's a bum
on a championship team.
He's a bum.
So I'm saying this is RJ's. He's a keys now because they just gave him 4 years, $120 million.
I want to bucket.
They essentially chose him over Donovan Mitchell.
Yes,
right.
But I mean, that's not in my head. That's not a good decision. If I'm looking back at it,
but my question to you, like, who else is left in the league?
Well, that's what I was trying to say because the KD domino, we needed that to fall, right?
NFL.
Donovan Mitchell was next up. There were reports we're going to get rid of him before training camp even happens. Right. If you're the Knicks, why are you giving up your first round pick to Detroit? You literally handed Detroit Jalen Duran to get more unprotected picks to acquire Donovan Mitchell. Mm-hmm. And now when you have the chance to pull the trigger, you rescind it and then you take back RJ.
But like you said, though, unfortunately, Danny Ainge, possibly the Jazz are playing some games. And I feel like
we don't know what's going behind closed doors.
And I feel like this sets them up for the future to make other moves.
Right.
Potentially, you get a free agent. If RJ improves, become an all-star.
You got Brunson coming in.
And you could
help him as well.
Flip that Julius Randle contract.
Who's going to want it, though?
Soon.
This doesn't matter. It's going to be a team-friendly contract.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, we flip that, get something, and we possibly
get
something. Well, let's see. I think
they set themselves up for the future.
Future's going to be bright.
If they would have gotten Donovan Mitchell, they would have handcuffed themselves. Okay, great. We have a marquee name. But we're not winning anything.
And how long is that contract for Mitchell and the Cavs? Was it 3 years, 4 years?
3 years.
It's about until 2025.
Yeah, 3 years.
So New York would have been handcuffed for 3 years, 3 more years.
Exactly. I mean, it would have been great, the dunks.
Yeah, but within that 3 year window, you don't think a free agent would be like, all right, so I got a complete point guard in Brunson. Mm-hmm. I have perimeter defense in RJ. Because they could have kept RJ. I don't know if you saw the last deal.
Oh, they could have.
It was Grimes. It was a whole bunch of deals thrown around.
You mean perimeter defense in Mitchell?
Yes, in Mitchell. And then Julius Randle, I could replace that with a Bradley Beal.
Right.
somebody that's contract is expiring.
Yeah,
Would you
I
say
don't think that was going to work, bro.
not expiring. He just got almost $50 million.
Yeah, he got a bag.
But you just said it correct the first time. A free agent is going to look. I got a solid stud point guard in Jalen Brunson. I got a young up and rising superstar in RJ Barrett. And then worst case scenario,
we're talking if Mitchell was
Mitchell was there.
If Mitchell was
no,
there.
but I'm saying he said it correct the first time.
Okay.
Because they're going to look at this roster
so
down
you're
the
flipping
line.
it. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
You got your young stud. You got a stud in Jalen Brunson. Hard nose is going to play hard. You probably get at least 20 points.
Yes.
RJ's on the rise. He's probably going to be averaging 24 to 25, 5-5. And then worst case scenario, you can take a solid game out of Julius Randle. When I asked him to go crazy, we just asked him to do what he got to do.
Right.
Do the dirty work.
He'll win you a
rebounds.
couple of garbage games.
Yeah, and you're going to be like, maybe they're one piece away, especially if RJ continues to progress. That's going to be a solid team. And then you got a young roster around it. You got Quinn Grimes. You still got Quickly. You still got Obi. Like, you still got your key core guys. And you can just add a guy to that and still improve.
But if we're looking at the league, you have to go through either the draft.
If Thibodeau doesn't play him.
Yeah, but I'm saying he would have got the roster. And if you know Thibodeau, it's a 6-man rotation.
Would have ran him in the ground.
But see, that's the thing that irks me because it's like, all right, all these young players, you drip them in the deals and put them on the table. You retain them. But if Grimes is only seeing the court for 8 minutes and Quickly is going to get benched in favor of D-Rose, I feel like why the hell not just go get Donovan Mitchell? Like, what is, you know what I'm saying? Because you can only put up their stock so much. And if you're an exec and it's like, well, he's not even getting playing time in New York, why do I want that on my team?
Right.
So that's just my counteract.
But I think a change is coming to that. They kind of see.
They have to play.
I mean, if you see
guys.
Grimes Summers League, he's going to play.
Yeah, no, he's ready to play.
He's playing. No, he's playing.
Cam Reddish ready to play. That's what I'm saying.
And if I'm RJ coming into the season and I know I was about to be out of New York, I'm about to wild out.
All-star.
I'm about to bug out and make my stock go.
All-star year.
I'm bugging out.
He's got to be all-star this year.
Because ain't no way you're going to put my name in a trade block right there for this guy in Cleveland. Nah, I'm going to make sure every time I see Cleveland, I'm waxing that ass.
So just be ready for that game. That game's going to be good.
Big wax.
It's going to be a great game.
I'm dropping at least 30.
But to circle back to the Cavs,
Playoffs, yeah. So
they were playing team last year. Now.
It's scary, honestly.
So you're saying the same thing, Ali?
Yeah, I agree. No, they were playing team last year, and that was with, they still got Claris LeVert, Oroko.
So I'll post this question.
Yeah, I got one too,
about to say the
go
question.
ahead,
my question is, who's missing the playoffs in the East?
Yeah.
Since we got the Cavs coming in.
So, all right.
That's what I'm saying.
Boston,
Milwaukee,
Philly, Chicago.
Yes.
Miami.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Nets.
Atlanta.
Nets.
Atlanta, you got DeJounte Murray and Trae Young.
Brooklyn. So now this is where it gets, you got teams like Charlotte.
You got Detroit.
Detroit is making Toronto.
Yeah, high on Toronto?
Yes.
Scotty
Barnes is
Okay.
Scotty Barnes is the real deal, DC.
I'm sorry.
I'm Rico Hines,
yes,
brother.
Yes. You're right. Pardon me.
So that's a tough one.
I mean, you said Miami. In my opinion, they didn't make any real improvements into the next year.
But they still have a good team, though.
They still have a good team, but they're going against a lot of talent.
Everybody else improved while they stay stagnant.
Yeah.
Jimmy can only carry you so far.
But that shows that they're confident, though. Because for me, I lose the Eastern Conference Finals of 7 games. I don't make any changes. I'm confident in my team. I could have won out and dip and dabbled, like I said, in Donovan Mitchell, but that would have messed up the chemistry. I still have Tyler Harrow, who's a bucket.
I get you that.
Jimmy B.
You know what team did that
saying?
too? I hate to cut you off. You know what team was confident in their team and they went into the next year and they got dismantled by a great superstar? Phoenix. They went into the
apples and oranges, bro.
No, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
They were confident in a team that basically
Okay,
made it to the
okay.
finals.
And didn't change.
And didn't change a thing. And then Luka came in, said, what?
Excuse me?
Luka special? Oh, I'm sorry, Luka special.
Back him up.
Backpack, get out of here.
Male.
So, that's what I'm saying. The blueprint is already out. They know how to play against this team.
But to miss the whole race, though, that's, I don't know.
Hey,
Eastern Conference Finals to...
I see Miami get into the plan.
Everybody got stacked. So Cleveland, you're trading
Miami
Cleveland for Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my take.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that. I just think if you don't make improvements going into the next year...
How do you feel, though, Mike?
I'm not sold on Atlanta. And I don't want to be that guy because I feel like this deal showed me a lot in terms of how the offseason can play out because DeJounte Murray sounded freaking great 2 months ago. But now you got Garland, Donovan, Karras, Jarrett, Evan Mobley, Kevin Love is still on that roster, Cedi Osman, Isaac Okoro. Yeah. I think the Cavs are going to take that spot for sure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For Atlanta, I know Trey could do amazing things. I know John Collins is really great. But outside of those three, I don't really know who else. Because now you have to be deep, bro. You can't just have a big three. You have to have good role players.
I mean, Clint's still there.
Clint is still
Capella.
there.
Yeah, they still got Hunter. They still got Herder.
They traded Herder to Sacramento.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about their shooters?
Bogdanovich.
Yeah.
They still got a pretty good roster
I don't know,
on them.
man. I don't know.
It's not enough.
Pretty good roster.
I don't
Listen,
know. They were also in the play-in with Charlotte.
They're also
So,
sneaky though. They get hot.
The thing is,
The Hawks is dangerous.
last year I feel like everybody once Trae Young almost literally was he was in the Eastern Conference Finals
against the Bucks.
against the Bucks.
Right.
So 2 years ago, people weren't expecting him to be there. Last year,
And I feel like he's getting better. Bro, that pick and roll is disgusting.
Atlanta didn't sneak up on anybody last year. That's why they had the record that they had.
Now,
But also too, in those previous games, it was Trae Young missing those certain shots, coming down, pick and roll, missing the floaters.
and that's my biggest thing.
Those shots go in.
Yeah,
We're
of
talking a
course,
whole
of
different
course.
conversation.
And he also did get injured against Milwaukee too.
And then you add twist the ankle. Then you add Dejounte Murray now.
DeJounte Murray, yeah.
So
Take
take the ball out of his hand, make him a
shooter, catch and shoot all day.
But every game is going to be important in the East. Like you
Yeah,
can't take any nights off.
It's all, and it's
Unless you're playing
like we
Orlando.
always say, matchup.
yeah.
It's all gonna come down to is matchup.
Well, my pick is the Hawks. Who you got?
I said Miami.
Miami.
I
I
would-
won't say Miami.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not too
it's
sold
a
on. I'm
tough-
not
you a
too
Heat
sold.
fan out there, my boy Tim. I know
Bro,
he about to roast y'all.
I'm not sold on what I saw on social media with them damn dreads. Yo,
Leave the man's dreadlocks out the conversation.
Hey,
He wanted to be a roster man.
no, come on, do it naturally. Don't get them sew-ins, man. What you doing?
Not extensions.
Pardon me,
Not the
extensions.
extensions.
That's a better
The
term.
wrong extendos. We're not talking about the clips. We're talking about the Jimmy got the plugins in his head.
He's bugging.
Yeah.
Bro, faux locks, like
But-
bro.
What is going on?
The question I was going to ask y'all before you pose yours was, where does this Garland Mitchell tandem rank in kind of like top backcourts in your eyes? So like in the worlds of like Steph and Clay,
Dejounte and Trey
Trey,
Young.
you got, I would say Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton kind of count because Middleton is a wing kind of guardish.
He's more like a 3.
You can get away with that.
And,
It's more like a 3.
You can kind of get away with that.
Yeah.
So do
you got
y'all- 'cause
CP and D Book.
my instant comparison is Dame and CJ. I think it's like you got an all-around kind of point guard that could get buckets, but at the same time, he could pass it off. And then Mitchell is not as polished offensively as CJ, but he's still a bucket.
Yeah.
So they're two short guys, but they have two really big shot blockers in Mobley and Allen. So that's just my immediate comparison. I don't know
I
about
did it in the
y'all.
class of an own because it's like when you say that, I think Garland is in a whole different stratosphere when it comes to passing
and
Right.
shiftiness,
than
bro.
it comes to Dame Lillard. I think Dame Lillard is just a natural scorer.
Right.
But the dangerous part about Garland, he can get anywhere he wants to on the floor, and his passion
Just
is
like-
like scary.
You remind me of Kyrie.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just think this is going to be unique, depending on how I'm going to leave it up to the coach and how they can mesh this together. But that should be that's going to be a scary
Because
team.
they got both playoff ball.
Yeah,
Seeing that 7 games is
tough.
Yeah, you don't
gotta-
want to see that.
Drew
And
Holiday is gonna have to pick. Like
that's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying?
Let's give him credit.
Matchups,
Donovan
matchups.
does step up in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
He shows up.
Like you
He
said,
shows
his rookie
up.
season, you saw that matchup he had against Jamal Murray in the bubble.
He's a
was
gamer.
there.
He's a real gamer.
He's gonna get
It's
some
no
buckets.
slouch.
And I'll take that
Yeah,
all day.
any day. So,
Yeah.
I just can't wait for basketball to come back.
Nah, that's a
But
fact.
hey, let's move on.
One
to
thing
the-
that's around the corner, though, literally, the NFL.
But
Right
hold
here,
on,
week
hold
one.
on. Before you touch the NFL, let's talk this one more topic about overseas guys.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Overseas guys.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
Right.
let's
The game is evolving, fellas.
Yeah.
super evolving, right?
Yeah.
And we got these top guys coming from overseas. All right, number one,
Listen, I don't know how. This
Luca. We got Giannis.
Giannis.
All right,
Embiid,
we had
got the Joker.
Embiid.
The
We got
Joker.
Jokic.
Yeah.
All right, who am I
Gobert.
missing, fellas? Gobert. Stinky Gobert can't post up, but I mean, we'll take it, right? Against, we could add more overseas players, but now against USA players, right? Our top 5, you could throw in Steph, LeBron, Kawhi,
You got KD.
KD,
AD.
AD.
Right.
you said
Play the
Steph,
5,
right?
yeah. Set Steph. We could play the 2 in that. Who would you go?
No, they're going
to?
to. When I see that photo, they're going straight big. So Steph is the point. Then you got Kawhi, KD, and LeBron and AD.
So, like you mentioned, Ali, where you said that the last 3 years has been
International MVPs.
international MVPs.
Jokic won it back to back, and Giannis
Giannis
won the year before.
is-
And Giannis won it back to back too.
Is
4 years.
Is international players evolving, fellas?
Yeah.
Hey, we got potentially Luka's gonna probably win the next MVP.
Luka's been storming.
The pack is in the mail for
He's
him
been
right now.
wilding overseas.
Hey, I don't know what they put in that water, but
Nah, they're coming. Because think about it. We think about Pause. We think about maybe 15, 10 years ago.
Big pause.
We talked about how international players were soft. They can't survive in this league.
I was guilty.
They've been mentioning that.
I was guilty.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe
Mike
in
isn't
Luka.
cooler than a day.
Right.
I was calling Luka the donkey. Yes, I was.
That's tough.
Now, unfortunately,
I messed up,
like,
X.
yeah.
Called the man a donkey.
Now they come here with
Eat
the
your
size
words.
and they come here with the skill.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, is it toughness to them? I think people don't understand that in the Euro League, like, ain't no load management.
It's tough.
It's like
It's old school basketball.
Gritty.
old school
It's
basketball.
gritty.
You're gonna get hit.
It's
Luka
no
was
gritty.
bleeding.
Yeah.
So overseas, they don't call hand checks.
No,
And
The
also,
3-point line is shorter.
forget goaltending.
They're not
You grab
putting
the man right off
they not
that
putting on for the city. They putting on for their
country.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Their
And you
country.
can get signed as young as like 15, 16 out
And they
there. It's
making
like,
that
it's just like
money over
soccer,
there.
the grassroots.
Yeah.
You start out on the team, you know the coach, you know the arena, you know everybody that works there. So you basically grow up in that village. And then when you come to the NBA, it's like,
You're polished.
Yeah.
Coming over here.
these guys are worried about Instagram likes.
They
I had to
soft.
walk to practice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
this guy's first year or second year in the playoffs, he was guarded by one of the two best two-way players, and he made them look silly.
yeah.
Like he made Kawhi and PG look like
Bro,
regular
and his
defenders.
step back jump shot looks like he just
Casual.
bucket.
Magic.
On net too.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we pose this question to y'all. Should, do we think international players are now better than current USA players?
That's tough.
I know we got some greats.
it's-
You got Steph, one of the greatest shooters of all time. You got KD, one of the greatest scorers.
We gotta look at our
Still
next
got
gen.
still
Though.
got
got
LeBron,
LeBron.
who's there.
Yeah.
All right, so the next
Let's talk
so
about
we
our next gen. We got
John Morant,
Tatum,
Zion.
Tatum, Zion.
Trey Young.
Okay.
Yeah, for the next gen.
Give me a big.
The big man.
Because technically,
Those are
Durant,
very scarce nowadays, my friend.
Would you throw in Scotty?
is you going to put him at the 4? Give me a center. A rising up and coming.
Jared Allen.
Okay. But I think Jokic would food him. Embiid will
Yeah.
barbecue chicken. So next,
Also,
they're not grabbing another. You talking about Giannis matchup? I like the Giannis and Tatum matchup.
Giannis, because Tatum.
Yeah.
I like that
Tatum,
matchup.
Tatum, locks.
I like that matchup.
Man, would y'all consider Ben Simmons international, right? Australian?
Technically,
He probably wouldn't want to play though, right?
Oh,
We don't- exactly. That's Ben Simmons right there. He's just falling right over. But
He
He gonna
probably
sit on the
wouldn't want to
sideline.
play.
He gonna be a cheerleader.
He probably wouldn't want to
No,
play. He'll
I'm
just smack
joking.
the camera like
I'm
that.
joking, Ben Simmons.
I'm
I'm
good.
joking.
nah, I don't know.
But-
You can throw him wherever he wants.
Hey,
to.
just we're gonna post that question on Instagram. And
Right.
please, we would love to hear your feedback on that
Yes,
question.
international or the USA players.
I'm still taking USA.
Yeah. I just
No.
feel like it's a disservice. You know what I mean? Like,
Super disservice, but
I'm gonna call it like I see it. That's it. It's nothing to service. It's just this is what's going on now.
I'm still taking USA. I would love to see that matchup though too.
Yeah, no, if they could do
Like
Team
that
Europe,
5 and that 5.
Team
you
Europe.
also got to look out for Canada too, though.
Who's on that
You
team?
heard how quiet it just got.
You got RJ. You got Shea
Wiggins.
Gilgeous-Alexander. You got Dort.
Wiggins.
Kelly Olynyk.
Give me a big.
Kelly Olynyk.
A big.
In the international game, Kelly Olynyk.
Who's okay?
What, you know what your favorite word is? Food.
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 Come on now. Oh, Lennox? Really?
And
Come
Embiid
on.
And Jokic gonna look
He's
at
a
that
big
like,
man.
huh?
He's a
Huh?
big man.
Come here.
Hey, listen, he's a big
Come
man.
get this work, young
Say
fella.
less.
And they coached by Nick Nurse.
Oh yeah, no, he's legit. I
Oh,
like him.
yeah. You can throw him in there. You can throw him in the mix.
The thing about all these USA teams, I think that people don't mention is durability. So even these young ones that are coming up, unfortunately, they're not durable enough. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These guys, but I give Tatum, but he just mentioned his wrist was hurting during the finals, so I don't know.
Come on, man.
The durability?
I don't
Yes,
want to hear those excuses, man. If you
It's
hurt,
international players, they get Giannis tore his ACL. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all remember that play?
yo,
Against-
Yeah,
I do.
I thought his
a
knee
couple
was
ways.
done.
I
then
thought he was
came back.
gone and came
Come
back
on.
with no limp.
No limp. Talking about I'm good.
Coming down the court.
All right.
From the free throw line, 2
for
steps.
USA, they have no bigs.
Exactly.
We got Draymond, Jeremy Grant, Bam Adebayo. This is the last team. This 2020.
Bam
Ball.
don't count.
That's all small
So
ball.
2024, maybe some players will crack that.
And didn't we struggle with Team USA? Oh my
Yeah.
god, it was gross.
It was
watching.
not convincing. Drew Holiday and K-Man had to come off the plane and wake these guys up after
Yeah,
winning the finals. They
Dame
had to
had
go
an
out there.
abdominal strain, right? That was just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Drew Holiday diagnosed him. Yeah. He was like, "Yo, does it hurt when you go like this?" Like,
Nah.
yeah. Does it hurt when you do this? Yeah, bro. You gotta.
strain.
Damn.
Crazy man had to win the chip. Come tell you that. All right, but we're gonna
Disappointing.
pose that question. You let us know. You comment below and let us know.
But it's about that time.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun,
facts.
dun, dun.
Yeah, man.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun,
excited.
Hey,
Football.
NFL season is here.
Yes.
Let's go, baby. The
Fellas.
gridiron. Let's go.
You know,
I'm hype. I'm
I'm
hype.
excited as well.
New year.
Let's go. Hey, this is gonna be a great football season. I think
Broncos
so.
country.
I think.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. Let's ride. Speaking about Broncos country,
We're
man.
gonna kick it off with Russell.
Yes,
We got to,
sir.
we got
My man
to.
just got the bag.
Big bag,
Listen.
man.
Pay me.
Sierra.
I was about to say.
Sierra
That
Mountains,
dinner
man.
about to be look crazy.
Feel me?
Baby Future about to be swag. Let me know.
Woo!
Nah,
Nah,
listen,
he
this guy,
vibing. He
man.
vibing.
5 years,
Yo,
245
I bet you right now he
M's.
playing the football. He playing football in college,
Hey, why not?
high school.
Why not? Let him set him up as to be a quarterback.
He is.
But
Watch.
first question. I don't know the deal right now, but I know he got a lot of money. It's too much money.
Yeah.
But
Hold on.
was
As you
Wilson-
saying that, I'm gonna pull up the numbers.
yeah,
5 years, 245.
Oh, there you
so
go.
he's up there.
5 years.
So yeah,
Was
I
this
have
deal
an
worth
interesting
it?
Take on this, man.
Was this deal worth it for the Broncos to extend him?
No.
I'm gonna let y'all go first. Go ahead, man.
You already know how I feel about this guy. So
Well, from a perspective of a coach owner, you look at what's available, as I always say, like versus NBA and NFL. What's available? Who's your quarterback is your go-to. That's your franchise, right? You need a quarterback to have success. A good quarterback at that. Like you look at all the great teams. You look at Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. You look at Tom Brady, Kyler Murray,
Yes, sir.
Lamar Jackson. I can go down the laundry list. Russell Wilson, I feel like he did his thing in Seattle. Now he has a new home in Denver. I feel like he deserves it back.
Yeah, he paid his
Granted,
dues.
I feel like the time of when the deal was done, like before he was playing, before he has not played yet, before the season started,
Ash.
and they gave him that bag.
yes.
That's where I question it, but also at the same time, Russell Wilson deserves that money. He been to the Super Bowl, right? Has a Super Bowl ring, right?
Has Super Bowl.
Has Super Bowl ring.
Yes, he does. Yes.
Could have had to.
Could have had to.
Could have had two. We all know Marshawn Lynch, you deserve that ball on the 1 yard line. I'm telling you that on air, live.
Needed that. Why ain't
Give that ball to Beast
zoom
Mode.
in on that.
All right, give that ball to Beast Mode. We all know that. But anyways, back to Russell Wilson. I think the bag was well deserved.
Nah.
Bag was well deserved.
Yeah, you know what you're gonna get, so it's like it's not nothing wrong. He's gonna improve the,
Like you have a quarterback who's going to show up. He is stand
Durable.
up. He's durable. He's a stand up guy. He knows how to play the position. He's going to make those passes. He's going to make those clutch throws when it comes down to the 2 minute, 1 minute. If you're down, if you need a touchdown and you're down, you need to run down the field, 99 yards.
clutch play too. He's clutch.
He's going to make those plays, and he has those tangible players around him that he's able to make those plays.
Right.
So, I mean, I say, why not? It's tough before the season. I would say maybe, play a
Have
couple
him earn it.
games and yes,
you earn it.
a little bit. Let me see what you can do with this new team.
Earn the money.
Yeah, maybe. But hey,
Okay. Y'all don't
but
find this weird?
all right, to answer the question, yes, he deserves the
I
back.
don't find this weird.
No.
The man Kyler Murray had to play at MVP level to get a bag. Mahomes had to nearly kill himself, win the Super Bowl to get a bag. Aaron Rodgers had to win back-to-back MVPs to get a bag. This guy shows up to training camp, let's ride. And you give him this money?
Straight to the bag. Let's ride straight to the bag.
And I agree with DC's point. I know the caliber player that I'm getting, but I'm also not going to give a man a bag before a season. He hasn't even stepped on the field in the Broncos jersey yet.
And your team already improved.
You know what I'm about to say?
How?
Maybe Russell Wilson talked a good game. He came in there and was like,
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
come
talking a
on.
great game.
Let's
Because
ride.
I'm not falling for that. Who's falling for that? I know Drew Lock was my quarterback. I
Stunk
put
it up.
on for my city.
Yeah,
Yes.
young
Stinky.
Jeezy.
Trash.
Stinky.
Straight
Beware.
Basuda. I
He
know
took
that.
beware.
But I'm not going to give a man this kind of contract until I see a week one dime.
but who is left? Who is there?
He's
to
already
earn
on
that?
your roster, bro. So give him this year. He's 33, by the way. And letting y'all know that. Y'all talk about age all the time.
Okay,
33 years old.
pocket
40.
passer.
Contract is up at 40.
He's coming off a
basically.
down year. Okay.
Who was-
2020, 40
who was around him?
touchdowns, 13. DK Metcalf and
O
Tyler
line.
Lockett.
O line.
You have DK
No
Metcalf.
protection.
He would have had a better season if Aaron Donald never broke his finger.
No protection. Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Remember
25 touchdowns,
Running.
6 picks.
Running for his
that? In
life.
half a season. How many games?
I can't. This is Google.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Right.
Google,
There
get
you
your
go.
shit better. I'm
Exactly.
sorry. I need to get
He
more
did that in
research.
probably half those games.
But-
Come
Come
on.
on.
I want to like the move, but I can't, bro.
You will, Jerry Jeudy,
because y'all just put a whole clause in Collar's contract. The dude got to watch film.
And
this dude shows up and does one promo video, and he got a bag.
Seasoned vet
you're talking about a vet to a kid.
Yeah, and then also too, didn't we have this question? We posted this question, and to the community out there. All right, no cred. Please follow us at no cred. Right?
Yes,
Like,
sir.
share, subscribe. But what I was about to say was an ask: who you taking? Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers?
Why are we at, bro? The dude. Anyway, I'll get back to that.
Well, we're not going to discuss it. All right, we're going to sit here for another couple hours going back and forth. But to the community, who you taking, Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers?
The community, you don't even have to answer that question.
Yes, you do have to answer that
If
question.
you looked at the NFL top 100 list, one was in the 60s. The
It
other
don't
was
matter, 'cause
top two.
They based it off last year.
Back-to-back MVP.
It don't
Based
matter.
off last year. And this
Okay.
guy, he like I said, he broke his finger.
Like,
They
when
both-
Russell Wilson goes home, he has a trophy wife. You know what Aaron Rodgers has? Back-to-back MVPs.
And
Just
all right,
chilling
and
in the
they have,
living room.
they have the same amount of
Just
championships as
chilling.
well.
And then Aaron Rodgers about to be retired playing in the John Wick movie. So relax.
Exactly.
Chill. Don't go, oh
Casting
my
that.
God.
He's about to
man.
get his
Chill,
psychedelics.
chill.
He's about to be clapped on the
Chill.
sideline.
Yo,
talking
hey,
about,
Rod.
man.
Please prove
Whatever,
these motherfuckers
bro.
wrong, man. Please. You got to. They're getting me. I'm going to lose it.
Good deal? Bad deal?
A good deal. You know what
Okay.
you're gonna get. He's gonna
Yeah.
improve your team.
C+.
So
C plus?
If he gets hurt week 4, what's going to happen?
He gets hurt.
in that division is crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he ain't winning that division.
yeah. Now
He ain't winning that division.
that's a tough division,
It is.
but I think it's time
I
to
don't know,
move.
fellas.
I
I,
think
don't
it's-
know. The jury's still out for me, man.
Yeah, but
I'll be that guy.
We're gonna let the people decide.
I'll be
on
that guy. Prove me wrong, Sierra. You
Yeah, he's about to.
know what I'm saying?
Show some
Because-
respect.
Nah, I do respect the man. He won a championship, you know, like he's that guy, but I'm not too sold on giving players a bag that early, man.
Hey, you know what you're gonna get. Now, they did the same thing with Payne Manning, but
They did. Look how that turned out. But
more QB drama.
yeah, I'm about to say we're gonna transition into
Wait, didn't Peyton Manning bring
got a ring.
brought a ring to Denver?
Yeah, he did.
Come on now.
He's
What,
tweaking,
what
bro.
was that other game when he got manhandled? What
They
matchup
lost to
was
Seattle.
that?
Hey, that's-
Oh my god! And that the karma right there.
No.
Look who did it to him. A bum.
Whoa.
The Legion of Boom and a bum.
Called him a bum.
Call him
Bro, I
bum and he
remember that
packed
play.
up.
That's what Peyton. The snap went over his head. He tried to recover the joint and they killed him and they recovered it. Yo, that game was crazy.
Payton Manning was going out the door. Don't do that.
That game was crazy.
You know Payton Manning was
bro.
going out the door, and who was on the rise?
Oh my
Russell
God.
Wilson.
I know you remember that play,
Yeah,
bro. The
but
snap
I-
went over his head. He tried to recover that joint and they killed him.
Yo, bro.
probably got
you gonna
CTE
eat
from
your, you gonna
that
eat
hit.
your words on this one, bro.
Am I?
All
All right, we're going to transition to your guy.
He's about to have a good year.
You're
In case you
hilarious.
ain't know.
Time to go to San Fran.
That's why you got that suit on. 'cause
Yes,
you
sir.
was-
I had to handle business. Man. I had to handle business. All right.
His agent,
Yeah.
Jimmy G, is now the highest
blaze-
paid backup.
My place is in the closet, man. Just got it done.
Packers in the mail.
It's gone.
I'll let you go on this because I know this your guy.
Yeah.
The term I'd like to use for the people out there is security blanket.
Yeah,
That's-
and I
that's
was
what
just,
this
I was
deal-
just about to say that too.
That's what that deal was for me.
I think it was.
Nice
And
security.
who are we talking about here? Let the people know.
Jimmy G and Trey Lance and 49ers. Just to let y'all know, he re-signed with them. Well, not re-signed. You know, they picked him up.
Right.
They're gonna hold on to him. Maybe trade him before the deadline. But
Not to play, bro.
They gave him
No.
a year. No, hell no.
give him a year.
They gave him a year. No, he's not.
Did y'all
That's-
hear Shanahan's comments?
That's Lance's team.
I mean, yeah, it's disappointing to hear, especially if he were told that this is your team. So it's really
Your head
disappointing
coach
to hear.
saying you got to watch more film, saying that you're not polished.
I mean, we seen it. We kind of seen some of his highlights. We didn't like the mechanics.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's not.
Are y'all watching the same ESPN reports I'm watching?
Yeah,
The guy was out the door 2 weeks ago.
I know. They couldn't
And
flip him.
now, after a few preseason games,
Well, first of
you're
all,
making him the highest paid
He was
backup.
supposed to go to the Colts and got
He got
dubbed.
Ryan. Yeah,
Well, he
Matt
sabotaged himself with that shoulder surgery. But Baker effed him up because he was supposed to go to the Panthers. And then they took Baker for the cheap.
Ryan. Okay.
So,
If you put it that way. yeah.
but
still, though, man.
I still like the security blanket. I just feel like now it's going to be a little bit of an internal conflict. 'Cause
mad
you told this
controversy
guy-
for no reason.
You told the guy, I don't even blame him. This is on Kyle Shanahan. You went on live television and said, yo, this is Trey Lance's team.
Right.
Weeks later,
We've moved on from Jimmy.
we moved on. We moved on from Jim. You said that out your
Press
own mouth.
conference.
Right.
Yeah.
Weeks later, you're re-signing him, and then you're also mentioning that this guy also has some work to do. I don't know how do you instill confidence in your
wouldn't feel
quarterback.
some type of way about that.
I definitely will. You told me you believed in me, then you took it right back.
Bro, there's some things like I said previously. I forgot who we was talking about last week about certain comments. Oh, Aaron Rodgers, your guy, cheesehead, right? It's some things you keep
Day,
in-house.
baby.
Bro, it's some things you keep in-house, and then there's other things you say to the press, bro.
I just think it's
And especially when it comes to a quarterback. You're a quarterback, a position that needs some confidence going into the season. And I'm young. Don't say, like you just said, hey, I'm your guy. And
don't
then
say
now
I need
I'm
to
like,
watch more film that I'm
struggling.
polished.
That's something we can talk about in private.
Yeah. I just think it's going to hurt the kid's confidence.
I'm
a huge fan of Trey Lance.
He already expressed that he's a bit annoyed, which is like...
I would too, bro.
I mean, not anybody would be.
That's like if somebody sold me a card. He's like, hey, wait a minute. I think I want to check this for another spin really
I think I like it. I think I like it.
Yeah. You know, just give me the keys, man. No. If I'm the quarterback of this team and I've been leading the reps since day one in training camp, I deserve some respect. And I'm not saying Jimmy G is a bad idea. I just think in the context of that nature, where you say we moving on, it's your team.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, why is he spinning the block?
That's a fact.
Why is he spinning the block?
No, it's just disappointing. So we got, I mean, in my opinion now, it's Kyle Shanahan's time to really clean this up.
Yes, it is.
Because he's kind of made this mess as well. So I understand his quarterback's play hasn't been up to par with what he wants it to be. But at the same time, you're putting this information out there.
And so hopefully right now, day in, day out, until Sunday, they are having this conversation and they go into Sunday with some confidence. That's it.
Hope so, man.
Because I want to see him have success this year.
I mean, Trey Lance has not looked that impressive in preseason. He's
the
been
mechanics has just got some work.
Yeah.
But like my thing is, I believe
guy. Don't throw me in the third. Work with me, man.
Work with me. Get me better. It's a long season too. You can probably hit a stride, and then
Come on, I just got here. Let me work.
You just gave me the keys. He said, "Hit the keys to the car." All right, give me that shit back.
Like damn.
Sorry, not yet. You got to get your license first.
Jimmy is back.
You got your permit, but we got to get your license.
That's tough.
Nah, this is gonna be more jam-packed drama for you guys, especially with the NFL season kicking off. We can't wait for this basically potential Super Bowl matchup.
Yes.
Let's get into that.
Thursday night football, baby.
Thursday night football. You got the
picks.
You got Rams.
You already know who I'm rolling with, man.
Well, we'll put on our picks. Y'all gonna see our picks soon.
Y'all gonna
so
see.
Keep an eye out for that.
But
nah, definitely. I think that's it.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Hey,
NFL season about to start, so we're gonna let y'all. We're gonna soak up all that drama right there.
Yes, sir.
Dude, can we give them a sneak peek for Thursday? You want to give them a sneak peek?
Yeah, let's get into the game, man.